In the dead of night, a poll drops like a bombshell. One Nation surging to 22% primary vote, shaking Australia's political core. Prime Minister Albanese's face twists in alarm, labeling it a dangerous shift that could unravel the nation's fabric. Hit that subscribe button now for unfiltered Aussie updates. Stay ahead of the chaos. As the sun rises over Canberra, the air thickens with accusation. Albanese stands at the podium, his voice steady but edged with urgency, questioning how a fringe party like Pauline Hanson's One Nation could claw its way to such heights. The Newspoll numbers aren't just statistics. They are a warning siren blaring through the halls of power. He paints a picture of division creeping in, where policies on immigration harden borders not just against outsiders but against unity itself. Hanson, ever the firebrand, doesn't flinch. From a Senate seat, she fires back, her words slicing through the ether like a sharpened blade. She mocks Albanese's grip on leadership, calling it feeble in the face of real threats. National security, she argues, demands ironclad resolve, not the soft diplomacy she accuses him of peddling. Antisemitism lurks in the shadows of global unrest, and she vows zero tolerance, positioning her party as the unyielding guardian. Immigration isn't about numbers to her. It's about preserving the Aussie way of life, filtering out risks that could erode cultural foundations. The exchange escalates, with Albanese dismissing her rhetoric as fear-mongering, while Hanson retorts that his concerns mask his own failures. Whispers in parliamentary corridors suggest this isn't just banter, it's the prelude to a seismic electoral battle. Voters, caught in the crossfire, feel the pull. Will they sway towards stability or the bold disruption One Nation promises? The poll's revelation stuns pundits, who scramble to dissect how a party once on the margins now commands a fifth of the vote. Economic woes, cultural clashes, and a yearning for straight talk fuel this rise, turning everyday Aussies into unexpected allies. Albanese's team huddles, strategizing countermeasures, aware that ignoring this tide could drown their agenda. Hanson supporters rally online, amplifying a message with fervor that borders on crusade. The tension simmers, ready to boil over into debates that could redefine alliances. In regional towns, where One Nation's roots run deep, locals nod in agreement, seeing her as the voice long silenced by urban elites. Yet in cities, skepticism reigns, viewing her surge as a regressive backlash. This divide isn't abstract. It's families arguing over dinner, communities splitting along ideological lines. As the day unfolds, media outlets buzz with analysis, each headline heightening the drama. Albanese's concerning label understated the panic rippling through labor ranks. Hanson's challenge isn't mere words. It's a gauntlet thrown, daring him to prove his mettle. The surprise hits when insiders leak that internal polls mirror Newspoll's shock, forcing both sides to recalibrate. What started as a routine survey morphs into a narrative of upheaval, where every policy jab carries the weight of potential downfall. The storytelling unfolds like a thriller, with plot twists in every retort, keeping the nation glued to screens. Tune into Daily Aussie News for the raw truth on politics down under. The clash intensifies as evening shadows lengthen, turning words into weapons. Albanese, sensing the ground shift beneath him, doubles down on unity, urging Australians to reject the divisiveness he sees in One Nation's playbook. But Hanson, with a trademark defiance, outlines a vision starkly opposed: fortified borders to shield against immigration strains she claims overwhelm services and strain social cohesion. National security, in her eyes, means proactive strikes against threats, not reactive hand-wringing. Antisemitism gets spotlighted as a litmus test. She pledges unwavering support for allies like Israel, contrasting it with what she calls Albanese's equivocation amid rising global tensions. The surprise erupts when Hanson reveals poll internals showing her party's appeal cutting across demographics, from blue-collar workers to disillusioned youth. Albanese counters by highlighting economic policies that foster inclusion, accusing Hanson of stoking fears without solutions. The back-and-forth draws in commentators, who warn of a polarized electorate heading into the next election. Voters in swing seats feel the pressure, their choice is now pivotal in this unfolding saga. Hanson's rise isn't accidental. It's built on years of grassroots agitation, tapping into frustrations over cost-of-living crises and cultural shifts. Albanese's concern morphs into strategy sessions, where advisors plot to expose what they term one nation's extremism. Yet, Hanson's retort lands hard, questioning his leadership's effectiveness in turbulent times. The narrative grips like a high-stakes drama, with each leader portraying the other as the villain in Australia's story. Supporters mobilize, flooding social media with memes and manifestos, amplifying the tension. In quiet suburbs, conversations turn heated, revealing how deeply this divide runs. The poll's 22% figure becomes a symbol of discontent, surprising even seasoned analysts who underestimated the undercurrent. As night falls, the air hums with anticipation. What will tomorrow's headlines bring? Albanese's team leaks counter-narratives, emphasizing achievements in housing and health, but Hanson's barbs on security resonate with those fearing instability. The storytelling weaves personal anecdotes, a migrant family praising Albanese's inclusivity versus a veteran backing Hanson's tough stance. This isn't politics as usual. It's a battle for the soul of the nation, where every percentage point tells a tale of triumph or tragedy. The moment of surprise peaks when a leaked memo suggests coalition overtures to one nation, hinting at potential alliances that could upend the landscape. Albanese dismisses it as rumor, but the seed of doubt is planted, heightening retention as audiences crave the next twist. Hanson's policy differences shine through in fiery speeches, positioning her as the no-nonsense alternative. Immigration reform, she insists, must prioritize skills and assimilation, not unchecked influxes. National security involves bolstering defenses, while antisemitism demands clear condemnation without caveats. The tension builds to a crescendo, leaving the public on edge, eager for resolution yet hooked on the conflict. From Daily Aussie News, your go-to for breaking Aussie stories. Parliament awakens to a storm of scrutiny, with Albanese's words echoing through chambers. He frames one nation's surge as a symptom of misinformation, urging a return to fact-based discourse. Hanson, undeterred, escalates by challenging his record on key issues, her voice rising in passionate defense of a platform. The surprise unfolds as allies from unexpected quarters voice support for her views, fracturing traditional party lines. National security takes center stage. She advocates for stronger intelligence ties and military readiness, critiquing Albanese's approach as complacent. Antisemitism, amid international headlines, becomes a flashpoint. Hanson demands action against hate, while accusing the PM of selective outrage. Immigration policies clash head-on. Her call for stricter controls contrasts with his emphasis on humanitarian balance. The poll's impact ripples outward, influencing market jitters and diplomatic whispers.